Okay, hey guys, so I just wrote a letter, just the bare bones of a letter to Chancelor Zurn to get out of this proposed settlement for Alegany retirement fund. And I tapped on 4 or 5 points, and those were, point number 1 was about naked shorting and how it's illegal but hard to determine. And I just want to mention, I am not a lawyer. I do not know anything about legalese, sorry. And yeah, I don't, this is like, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know any of this stuff. So anyways, I also pointed out that Antara Capital LP in Cayman Islands has purchased AMC, but has also a history of shorting AMC as far back as January 2021, and that they have a signed contract with Adam Aaron, Adam Aaron is the director of Centricus Acquisition Corporation in Cayman Islands, which is a company owned by Citadel and Ken Griffin. And as a director of a Citadel-owned company, it appears that Adam Aaron has a conflict of interest with his fiduciary duties to protecting retail investors and the stock price of AMC. So he has also been signed an agreement to protect his shareholders, Citadel and Antara. So that's also a conflict of interest with his fiduciary rights to the retail community, ape community. Number 3, the proposed settlement includes an unacceptable payout. And here I give the example that there are 3.8 million shareholders, and many shareholders have expressed they own 10,000 shares, 20,000 shares. So I gave a really lowball estimate, and I said, okay, let's say if 3.8 million shareholders own 300 shares, then that is 1,140,000,000 shares that need to be paid out. At the price of $5, that's $5,220,000,000. That would be a legitimate settlement. So 100 million compared to $5 billion, it's not a very legitimate settlement, in my opinion. And as we know, I didn't mention this, but as you know, I think there was another case with AMC, and the state offered to have a settlement, but the lawyers got all of that money. So, number 4, my 4th point in this makeshift kind of letter to the Chancelor Zurn was that the immediate proposal of $100 million indicates admission to guilt, right? And that a creation of ape units was wrong doing, to say the least. I would like to put forward a motion to reject the settlement in this case. If that's not possible, then I'd like to be removed from the settlement and find out how I can represent myself separately. I do not have a lawyer. I'm representing myself. If you can advise me on how to protect my interest and represent myself correctly, I greatly appreciate that. I consider the proposed settlement to be quick and unacceptable amount that will leave 3.8 million retail shareholders without justice. So this is my barebacks. I'm gonna put this in the description box so you can check it out, and I probably will edit it 3 times before I send it. Then you can add your phone number. If you're gonna use this template, then you would have to, if you have a lawyer, you could put their name in and their information there. I'll have a copy of that on how to do that. So this is the letter. Now again, I'm not a lawyer. I don't know legalese. I don't know how to do this. This is what I'm sending, and I'm letting the chancellor know that I am not a lawyer. I'm not represented by a lawyer. And if you do give that information to any judge or any chancellor, they're more likely to accept your letter, because whenever you do propose or send a letter to a court or a judge, it needs to be in its proper format. But since we're not lawyers and they know that, then they're more likely to be lenient on the formatting. I took this formatting off a website, and we'll see how it goes. So please, please, please share this. Just, click the button and send it to a Twitter account that you have or a Facebook account, because there's 3.8 million retail investors of AMC who are not on YouTube and who, need help in knowing what's going on. And it's good to help your fellow people in protecting their assets and shares, and also let them know what's going on, since this is a community who have been in this squeeze play for a long time. Now, it's not just about a squeeze play, it's also about protecting the AMC stock and retail, and because we want the AMC stock to do well. Okay, so please share, please subscribe, please like, send it to LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I don't think you can do it to Instagram. Pinterest, okay? Tell me in the comments are you going to participate in a settlement and settle for like $100 maybe, or $7? I don't know how much we would get. Are you going to get a lawyer? Are you going to request a share count? You can see my other video on share count, and one thing is, I know a lot of people are like, oh, this is stupid, and we can't do anything because they have all the money in the world and they just keep doing illegal stuff. But that is inaccurate information. According to Catherine Austin Fitz, who is an MBA, she got her MBA from Wharton University, which is a Ivy League MBA school. She had some kind of high position in the White House. She left because she saw the corruption. She said, I quote, that you need to cause friction. And she was talking about, how they're going digital, like they're trying to pull out a CBDC country currency, and that's really bad, because then the country can monitor all your activities or turn your bank account off anytime they want. But we can take that and apply that to this situation. When you cause friction, it makes the criminal people have to work harder to get to where they want to go. So we've seen this, that what she said was actually accurate. We caused friction. We sent a few letters to the chancellor, and that pushed back the court date. So now there is no reverse split. We still have all our shares, and it's being pushed back even further. So just a few letters has pushed back the criminal activity or the injustice done to the retail community. So when you start thinking like, oh, my efforts don't make any use, you're absolutely wrong. And you can look at this fine example that friction has caused a pushback. Friction has given us time to request a share count and see my other video about that. Please don't say, oh, we can't get a share count, that's right, because they cheat. See my other video. It gives us time to get out of a settlement that would leave us with peanuts and devastate a lot of shareholders, retail shareholders. It gives us time to get out of a settlement, to request the judge to not let a settlement go through, and to let this case go on so we can see what's really happening. So please take that into consideration. Tell me your thoughts and give us a thumbs up and do all that YouTube stuff and share it so that we can help more retail investors, or apes, have some justice. Okay? Cheers.